All right, it's Tori. I'm back. Been away for a little bit. Gotta do some things. All right, today topic we gonna talk about ego equals fear. Yeah, I know, right? That one got you all guard, right? Ego equals fear. All right, we gonna talk about how that equals fear and what makes ego fear, basically. All right, here we go. The reason why ego equals fear because it's a mechanism that basically you tell your say if a girl rejects you, right? Like yeah, you like go to the girl, you be like, yeah, what's up with it? Can I get your number? I want to go out on a date. I hope you want to do that in return. Whatever the fuck you say to a girl. And she's like, no. So in your mind, like, oh fuck that bitch. She wasn't that cute anyways. You don't know it or not, when your ego is telling you something like that, that's to cover up for you. That's to protect you. Your ego is protection, basically. That's all your ego is. That's when you fear being rejected. It's like even hanging out with some people that you feel like should like you. So you talking to them, they acting all rude to you and everything. You know, basically don't want nothing to do with you. You're like, all right, whatever, I'll leave. Whatever. Cares about you guys. I don't care about you guys. You fear being rejected by people or those type of people. That is fear, my friend. Your ego is literally fear. You don't know it or not. You take so many daily actions that they're fear based. Okay. A lot of shit you do during the day, you don't even know that you have fear. You know what I'm saying? When your ego comes into play, that's fear. Whenever your ego has to cover up and tell you something to make you feel good about yourself, because we have our ego, let's be honest, our ego is basically there to make us feel good about ourselves. Like, that's what it's there for. Like, it's like not getting a job. Oh, I should have got the job. I was the best suited. How dare they turn me down? That's fear, bro. You fear not getting that job, so your ego has to come into play and basically tell you it's all good, it's all right. That's fear because you can't handle not having that job. Once you get rid of your ego completely, and step into the unknown, yeah, I got you with that one, right? Unknown, right? The unknown. Because a lot of people fear the unknown. We fear the unknown so much that it's impossible. But people don't understand when you go into the unknown and you're willing to go into the unknown and not panic, you'll come out on top usually. Most likely, 9 times out of 10, you'll come out on top. Cause see, we as humans can adapt to pretty much anything. That's what we forget as humans, that we have adaptivity. That is in our arsenal. That is what we are. We are adapting type of creatures. Why do you think we make the environment the way we want it to be? Because we can adapt to pretty much anything. We're capable. We're smart enough. Come on now. So you get rid of your ego is a great thing. Great thing. Get rid of it. It keeps you from doing shit. It keeps you from living that dream that you want to live. Like your ego can do that to you, where you just like, I don't want to. Excuse me. I don't want to do that. I'm too afraid I fail. Yeah, failure. That's an ego mechanism. If you fear failure, you're Fear. You have fear, man. Why every day we live our lives trying to pretty much cope with our fears or keep them from happening? This is where failure comes in. We fear failure so much that we'll do anything just to not have failure, or we won't acknowledge it. You know how you had. I'm gonna talk about positive thinking, laws of attraction, whatever the fuck you call it. People that always had to pretty much tell themselves to be positive and positive and positive and positive and positive and positive are usually the most fearful people because they actually feel failure. They're so scared of failure that they ignore it. You know what I'm saying? They ignore it. They don't want to face their failure of them failing. That's why you had that positive thinking type of code, I like to call it. It's a code, you know. When you have to tell yourself to be positive and keep in a positive mood, you know, oh, okay, that didn't happen. I didn't fail at that. It's okay. Everything will be better. You fear failure. And when you feel failure, you're mostly one of the most fearful people out there because you'd do anything not to fail. That's what ego does for us. Ego is basically, tell you the truth, ego is a bad thing. Because if you get rid of your ego and actually become more open-minded, your ego becomes closed-minded. Once you get rid of your ego, you become more open-minded, more willing to do shit that you wouldn't do. Take me for instance. I finally, I'm finally willing to challenge my ego. Meaning like going to the unknown. This the things I feared. Volunteering. That's one of them. Volunteering, not getting out something out of it. What else have I feared? I feared talking to people. I had a whole job that had everything to do with talking to people. That's all you did is talk to people. I feared that. I conquered that. You know what I'm saying? I'm conquering these things. And if I can conquer my fears, I know you can. I'm about to go. Everything I do is basically about conquering my fears, trying something new, trying something that I never was sure of, you know. The littlest stuff you could fear too. But your ego tells you like, nah, man, you don't need that shit. Like, you don't need that. That's not going to do you any great. Our fears is basically something that we want too. Whatever you fear, it's not dangerous. I'm not talking about a lion coming up on your ass and he eats the shit, about to eat shit out of you. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about shit that we want. Like your dream. You want that dream. You want to be able to become a business owner, entrepreneur, but you fear so much to go out there and try to be an entrepreneur because you feel like you're gonna fucking fail. You're scared that you put all these scenarios in your head, and that's the one thing about fear and ego. You put all them scenarios in your head, like, oh, what if this don't turn out good? What if that don't turn out good? What if that? You don't even go out there and try it. If you went out there and tried it, maybe it wouldn't happen. Cause see, fear is just not real. I'm gonna say so. Your ego is. So your ego creates that fear, just to keep you from doing something. That's how fear becomes real. Your ego. Ego makes it something that's not even real. All these scenarios that's not even real. Your reptilian brain is basically giving you those signals like, yo, don't do that. Yo, you finna fail. You could be your own worst enemy. And this is true. Like, I never used to believe this statement, but I do now because it's so true that you could actually be your worst enemy. You could be your worst enemy. So don't be scared to challenge shit. You know, challenge what you fear. You know, you fear talking to that lady. Nigga, go talk to that lady. You know, don't fear a human being. Never fear a human being, dog. It's one thing, but which one would you rather have? Would you rather be depressed that you didn't talk to that lady, or would you feel good just getting rejected, even if you didn't? Say if you didn't get rejected, you'll feel better if you talk to that lady, because you know that it wasn't meant to be. So don't fear anything really, except for your life. Now I ain't saying go out here go starve, but or go eat, go get ate by a fucking lion or panther or some shit. I'm saying the littlest shit, man. You not trusting people, you fear people. See, I had a big problem with trusting people, but I'm starting to be able to trust people more so. There are some people that I don't really see eye to eye with, but I accept them for what they are. So, yeah. But fear will stop you from doing anything. Do not, your ego will. Your ego creates fear. Tell you the truth, what you should have is faith, not fear. These both things are not real. And I'm going to talk about that in another video. Fear and faith, how they're created and how they correlate and everything. Should have more so faith in yourself, faith that you can do it. You know, you should have more confidence. To me, faith is pretty much confidence. Like, oh, I can do that. You know how you're so confident, like, I can do that. That's no problem. I can do that with easy. You don't know if you can do that, but you had the faith and the confidence to willing to do it, basically. So fuck fear. I'd rather have faith. So this is about this in the end of this video. I'll see y'all next time. Tory Vlog. So peace out and I am good. Peace, y'all.